guys. I didn't think I'd be doing another update quite so soon, but this weekend I'm having company in town, so I kind of figured that it would be easier to get this done earlier in the week when I'm not so distracted by all the company and activities that I'm sure we'll be doing. So yeah, to be honest, I felt a little depressed the past few days. It's not like every second I feel that way, but I feel like even with a lot of good things going for me right now, there's a lot of great things in my life, things I should be thankful for, and I am thankful for. But for some reason, I don't know why, I just have not felt the best the past few days. And I'm sure, part of that is probably just because my dopamine receptors are all out of whack from the last couple weeks. But I think another part of it, though, goes a little deeper than that, which is just that in some ways I feel like I failed this year. Because like I said, I kind of made a promise to myself I would try to make this year a better one than last year. And the fact that I did not really kind of doesn't feel the best, but I'm also trying to remember that you can't really measure success, and just because I'm measuring it by one thing doesn't mean that I haven't in some ways made progress. And yeah, but it's hard not to beat yourself up about things like that sometimes, especially when you just feel like you've been fighting something for so long. But I have gone back to journaling every day, and now that I have like multiple sources of accountability, I do feel like that's been helpful. Before, with my accountability partner, we were kind of just doing like text check-ins, which I think did help to some extent, but we're going to actually start doing like phone calls now, which I think is going to be hopefully an even bigger step in the right direction. So I'll have more things set in place to just kind of help with when I feel low. But I am trying to remember that there are much bigger things than just me, and even when I feel like this, like I want to be like a good partner and a good family member to my family. And the holidays really, I think, are about being not just good for goodness sake, I wanted to say, but not just good for yourself, but to be good for other people. And when I say be good, I guess what I'm really trying to say is like, you shouldn't be a good person just because you think it's like the right thing to do. I mean, you should do it because you want to help other people, and that really is like a big part of what it comes down to at the end of the day, and that is something, that's the hardest part of all this, I think, is just like dealing with that guilt that you feel from sometimes maybe not being the best person because of this addictive behavior. And I do think that I've made some progress, though, in the sense that I feel more comfortable admitting that to myself now, and admitting that that's how that makes me feel. And that used to be hard for me. Like, I used to not be able to really talk about that, and it felt more abstract in some ways, like, there's this thing that I feel really terrible about, but it was hard to articulate like why it made me feel bad. And sometimes answering those big questions, like why something makes you feel bad, is maybe the heart of the answer a lot of is, or at least it seems to be for me, because once I say that stuff out loud or write it down, I immediately feel a little bit of relief just having it out there and admitting it to not just myself but to other people. So yeah, it's not the easiest week right now. I mean, just coming back from that, but I'm also just trying to remember those things, and that I need to get better, not just for myself but for the people that I care about. So yeah, but I will say the fact that you guys were there and commenting and after 10 months of me not posting anything, I just have to say thank you for that too, because it would have been very easy to just kind of forget about it after all that time, and forgetting about my channel. And I just appreciate you guys being there, because every person counts. Every person that can be there for you, and even just like people being there for each other too. I mean, that's a big deal. And all of these things that we set in place for ourselves are important, but I think that the people you have in your life, your support system, that's the most important part of all this. And just want to say thanks for being a part of that support system. But yeah, I'll hopefully update early next week, and hopefully things should be feeling a little bit more smooth sailing by then. But anyways, talk to you guys soon. Peace out.